Having a successful consulting business doesn't mean much if potential clients can't find you. A professional website is essential for growing your business, showcasing your expertise, and turning visitors into paying clients. Without one, you risk losing leads while competitors show up in search results and land the contracts that you're after. So today, I'll walk you through how to create a consulting business website that positions you as an authority, attracts new clients, and boosts your business. Plus, I'll reveal the #1 mistake that most consultants make and how to fix it in just a few minutes. The first step is choosing the right website platform, and there are plenty of options out there, but for consultants, after a decade of doing this myself, my top pick is Wix. It's incredibly user-friendly, mobile optimized, and offers everything you need like service pages, client testimonials, and appointment booking forms to generate leads. Wix makes it super easy for anyone to create a professional site without hiring a developer. So to begin, click on the link right up here or check out the link in the description. By using that link, you're not just starting your website, you're also supporting me and this channel. And I obviously truly appreciate that. So go ahead and click on that now, and I'll walk you through the whole process. Okay, so assuming that you clicked on the image there, what we want to do is we want to put our email address in here. And after you put your email in, just click on Start Now. And then it'll bring you to this page. So you just want to click all this information or put in all this information, click sign up. So that's going to bring you into this page here. So here, who are you creating your website for? For myself, my business, or a friend. That's really where you want to choose. We're going to click continue. So this part is interesting. So you can start this by having a chat with AI to kind of determine what it is that you want on your site, or you can set up without the chat. Even if you don't like AI, I actually recommend that you start with the chat. The reason is because you can kind of explain what you expect there to be on your site, and there's some questions that go back and forth, and it'll make building your site way easier in the future. So we're going to go ahead and click on Start Chat here. Okay, so first, tell me what your site is about. I have a consulting business and need a site for it. What's the name of your consulting business? We'll just say Ron's, my name Ron, Consulting. But obviously put your own name in there, right? This is just the generic one. So this is for target audience. I'm just going to say that I'm a business strategy consultant. Obviously, your specialty may differ, but for me, for this site, this is just what we're going to go with. So I am a business consultant. Most of my customers are between the ages of, 30 to 60 and own their own business or are senior level. We'll just leave it at that. And this is good to include all this because it'll basically, help the AI understand how to build on your site. So if you look on the right side here, it already knows, okay, well, you probably want bookings and a blog. Bookings is setting up so that people can make appointments. And then also a blog to kind of showcase your expertise. The next thing here, do you have any additional goals for your website, like generating leads or showcasing your expertise through both or through blog posts or articles? I'd say I'd like all of the above. If you have other ideas, make sure to tell AI, because what happens here is if you say, hey, yeah, I really want a page where I could just have testimonials or something like that, it'll actually build out that page for you, when you start this out. So you don't have to click around and build it later, but we'll get to how to do all that anyway. So let's go ahead and click here. What makes your consulting business unique or different from others? I have, 30 years of experience and focus on making my clients as happy and as successful as possible. Obviously, put whatever applies to you. Okay, so now it's kind of analyzing everything and, recommending things, verifying. And here is what it comes up with. So it says, here are the apps that we recommend to boost your site's functionality. Now, you can click this to get rid of them if you want, or you can leave them on. So let's see. So booking and scheduling, that makes sense, I think, where you can actually manage your calendar. And one of the nice things with Wix, you can actually manage your entire calendar in here. So you don't need other software for it. Sell subscriptions and memberships. I don't know that we'll really need that in this particular case. I'm considering a situation where I'm doing a one-off consulting. I guess you could make the argument that, I could do 3-month packages, 6-month, but we don't really need pricing plans. I don't like that. So I'm probably going to remove that. And then the blog and then the form. So yeah, both those are good. Forms, it says you can actually collect payments as well. So they do payment processing if you want to. But we'll just keep these. Yeah, pricing plans, I'm going to skip that, but if you think that applies to you, go ahead and select it. So I'm going to click on continue here. And as you can see, you're all set. Next, let's go onto your personalized dashboard where you'll find everything. So we'll click on go to dashboard, and here it's going to actually kind of build your site. Okay, so here you are met with this screen, right? So this, this is the back end of the site, right? They call it the content management system. This is where you can kind of manage everything, not the visual part of it, but the back end of the system. And, if you want payment processing, you want customer details, all that stuff, it is in the back end of the system. But for now, we're really focused on the site still, right? So what we want to do is we want to go either to the bottom left here or the top right over here and click on design site. And here it gives you the option. You can generate a design with AI or customize a template. Personally, I prefer the templates. You can customize your template fully. But what I found is with generating a design with AI, you have to get really specific, and it's just not up to par yet, in my opinion. So I like to just choose to pick a template. I think it's a better way of doing it. So go ahead and click on that. Okay, so what it's going to do here is it's going to have a coming soon landing page. So it's basically saying consulting website coming soon. So if you haven't yet built it out or you're thinking about it, it'll give you that option. I'm going to say no, I really want to build my site now. So we're just going to put in business consultant. And if you're looking for a site, now don't even put it under construction. It's just a waste of time, frankly. You don't really need to if you're trying to build your site now. Just put in whatever it is that applies to you. So I'm going to put in business consultant here, and I will go with, you can go into any of these, but let's see here. Let's go to this one, go to this one. I'm just choosing the ones that have business consultant on the bottom and kind of catch my eye. So we'll do these three. Okay, so here you could say, hey, we'll use this template if you want. You can click edit the site and it'll be the template for your site. We don't want to do that yet. What we want to do is click on the X up here on all three of them. So the first one is a consultant site. Again, here's the thing that you need to understand about this. You're not, when you get these images and things, you can adjust this any way you want. You can change it any way you want. Like this image, if you don't like the mountains, it's okay. We'll change it, right? What you're really trying to look at is kind of the skeleton of the site, the general look of the site, and if you really like how it looks. We'll just scroll down here, some nice little pop-up things, our clients. Not a bad site. I think it looks pretty nice. I like that they have the contact form and then the actual location on the bottom too. That's nice. And you can see all these here, so you can kind of click around, look at the versions of the pages that you like, right? So, this is a nice site, kind of what we're looking for. We'll click on projects, see what this is. So you can actually make details about different projects. That's cool too. Okay, so pretty good site there. There's more to it, but we'll just stop there. Here we've got a CV site, which this was an accident. We shouldn't have clicked that one, so we'll get rid of that one. And then we've got this one here. I like that there's get a free consultation. I don't think that this other one, did this have this? Click to here. Oh yeah, free consultation there. Okay. We'll go to here. Okay, explains about us, our services. Oh, this is kind of cool. They have some, some actual metrics around everything. Industries that they work in, process, what the process. I like this one a lot. I think this is pretty cool. And then we can click on about us. Oh, and it actually links to the LinkedIn. That's pretty cool too. Now it should be clear. All this can happen with the other site too, but this one doesn't necessarily have the map, but it does have the contact us at the bottom. So I like that. Click on our services to see. Okay, so this lets you actually explain what your services are and people can book directly online. It's already built in there. Let's click on Let's Talk. Oh, okay, so it just leads to a contact page. And yeah, the free consultation, if you want to do that, it offers this right on the homepage, which is kind of crazy. Okay, so this is almost like a landing page right in the beginning, and then it leads to all that. I like, between the two of them, I actually like this one more. I think if this gets more to the point of free consultations and pushing business, right? Which is really what you're after. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on edit the site right up here. And what's going to happen from here is now Wix is going to say, okay, well, this is the theme that you want. We just chose the theme. So it's saying, now this is the theme that you want. That's great to know. But now what we need to do is kind of customize this to your liking with the pages that you said that you needed. So it's going to take time to kind of prepare your site here and actually build this out. And you just got to wait a minute for it. So there it is. Your site is officially up, and you can click, you can look at this. All you got to do is click on preview at any time, and you can actually see what your site would look like right now. And it is important to note if you don't want this, oops, that was a mistake. If you don't want this, this Wix advertisement right up here, and you want your own custom domain, you will have to upgrade to the paid plan. But For the sake of this right now, we're just kind of going with the free version to kind of design it and mess around with it the way that we like, right? So let's just stick to free, no pressure. Once you want to update or once you want to upgrade, feel free to do it. So we're going to go ahead and close this. All right. So we've got our site. Your site is actually technically up. Now we need to tweak it, but it is technically up. Now it's important to note, like what I want to do here before we dive deeper into the site, I want to go back into that CMS to kind of explain to you the back end. You need to understand this because it's going to help you manage things in the future, right? We've got the setup, which will walk you through everything, custom domain if you want it as well. You could do all that, blah, blah, blah. Getting paid, this is where you can actually set up payments. So if you want people to do payment processing right on your site, you can, and you can set that up. Booking calendar, so if you want to see your booking calendar and adjust the schedule and what you allow, you can do that here. Sales, this will let you know any orders or anything that has come through. Gift cards as well, which I don't know if that's really relevant here, but nice to know. Catalog, the different services that you offer, etc. Your blog, if you want to share different pieces to showcase your expertise, you can actually do that all from here as well. Apps, this is important. So if there's ever functionality that you need, like let's say you wanted to do live chat on your site, you could add something to do live chat on your site. You don't have to, but it gives you the option to add other things. Then we go to here, kind of the back end of your site and your mobile app, SEO stuff, logo, branding, etc. An inbox for your particular site if you need that. Customers and leads. So if you want to kind of look at this as a CRM platform, which just helps you kind of know all the people that have submitted information and keep notes on them, etc. Marketing information, analytics, which is good too, which will help you understand how people are using your site. And then automations as well, which is a little bit more advanced. So we won't go into that here, but there is actually a lot of functionality. That's what I like about Wix. It's kind of an all-in-one platform, right? So that's the CMS. I'm not going to dive any deeper into that. Let's get back to the site here. So going to the site, again, we're going to click on Design Site. And now we are at the Design Site page, and we can kind of just adjust everything as needed. Your homepage is the first thing that visitors see, so it needs to make a lasting impression. Keep it clean, professional, and straightforward. Introduce your consulting business, highlight your areas of expertise, and make it clear how you help clients solve their most pressing problems. Also include a strong call to action encouraging visitors to explore your services or even schedule a consultation. Okay, so now we are at the homepage, right? And we want to edit this. First thing you want to do at any time that you're focused on the homepage is look at the header. So this is the main thing that everyone's going to see when they come to your site. So you can see here, it's kind of weird, right? Because we've got a search bar right over everything. So we can actually, something really nice, you can just click and drag things. You don't have to worry about all the programming behind it and all that. You just click and drag and you can move it wherever you want. The search thing, I mean, this is really for blog content anyway. It's not really needed for the site. Obviously as a consultant, you want to keep your navigation pretty simple and straightforward. So I actually don't even think that we need the search. So what we do, we'll click on it, we'll right click, and then we'll just click delete. And it's gone, right? Don't even have to worry about that anymore. So now we have the About Us, Our Services, Let's Talk, which is consulting, like requesting a consultation, and then the blog, which is where you'll showcase all your expertise. There's also the ability here for people to log in. Now you might be thinking, well, why would I want someone to log into my consulting site? Not required, but if you want people to be able to schedule up on your calendar, to choose different times to talk to you and create free consulting calls and, potential clients who just say, yeah, you know what, we're all synced up on the calendar. I just want to go in there and be able to select the time. You give them the ability to create accounts. So it's a positive. It's definitely a positive, but it depends on how you want to run everything. Right now, aside from the logo, which, I showed you in the back end of the CMS that can help you build that. We don't need to worry about that now. Aside from the logo, I think that this is a good navigation. It's straight, it's simple, it's right to the point. But I do think that we could add one page here, right? So I think that the one that we could probably add here is like a testimonials section. Now, granted, you don't have to have this. You can basically put testimonials all over your site anyway. But I like to have a designated section for it just to help. So we're going to go ahead and click on Manage Menu here. And now it's looking and we're saying, okay, well, we want to add a page. So what page do we want to add? We're going to click on Add Page right here, right? And we want to do a testimonial page. That's really what we're looking for. We're going to go to the General tab here, right? So we're going to go into the pages, create a new page, go to general. And then what we're going to do is just kind of look at these, and we want to pick something that is pretty much generalized and has a decent, again, we're looking at the skeleton of it, right? So we're just going to choose this one right here. We're going to click to add this page. Okay. So it's going to add this page for us. And this is going to be the one that we're going to turn into the testimonials page. Okay. So we're going to rename it Testimonials. Click on done. All right. Now you may say, well, you know, I don't really like where that is, right? I don't want it all the way on the left. We probably want, let's say, between our services and let's talk. So we just click and drag it over. So now we've got about us, our services, testimonials, let's talk, which is our contact, and then the blog. I think this is a great start, right? So we've gotten that all taken care of. So now we need to go to the home page. We're going to click up here. We are going to click on the home page. So the first step to anytime you look at the site, let's get the navigation right. We got the navigation right now. So now let's look at the home page. Well, pretty simple, right? Welcome to Ron's Consulting. Also, I should note, because we used AI, it'll actually customize all this content to kind of make it something that you could go with from a consulting website, consulting standpoint. You can change all this at any time. That's important to note too. If you want to add images anytime, you can change that. So let's say that we say, I don't like this image. Well, first let's start with the text. Right here, we'll say, welcome to Ron's Consulting. Sign up for updates. So this is pushing for them to sign up for an email list, which is great. But let's say, no, you know what? I don't want them to sign up for an email list. Instead of signing up for the updates, I would rather that they just would book a free consultation. So instead of sign up for updates, it actually links to the book free consultation. So we'll just say book free consultation. That's really what we're after anyway, right? Is a free consultation in this case. So we're going to say book free consultation. So if there's a call to action right at the top. Then we get into here. If you want to check, change anything. So let's say you don't like the look of this. No problem. Just go into here, double click. And let's say that, it's all this color blue. Let's say, no, I want it to be black. And we'll click out of that. So now it's black text, right? And then we'll say, no, I don't want it to be 24 size. Oh, I don't know. Not too big. Let's say 43, right? We can adjust that. It's all been adjusted, right? And then the learn more of these links, we obviously want to leave those alone, but we can just click and drag to change anything. And let's say that we say, well, I don't like this container box here. I think it kind of looks stupid. For whatever reason, I want to move it over here. I don't agree with that, by the way, but if you decide that you want to, you could do it over here, right? That's the beauty of it. It's just click and drag. It's really, really simple to do. So we'll leave that. For here, we go down to our journey. This kind of talks about us and it'll link to that page. And then we have an image here. And let's say you don't want that image, right? No problem. We just double click on the image. Sorry, single click on the image. There we go. Edit image. And we can adjust the image itself by doing this. Or if we want to, we can completely change the image, okay? And we can completely change the image to whatever we want. Now, one thing that's really cool, Wix has this built in. So the AI image creator, we click on that, we can actually do a photo. And what we can do is we can say, a conference table with people let's say 3 people looking at a computer screen. We can type this in and we can click on create image. The reason why this is such a big deal is because if you have to go and buy a bunch of images for your site, it can actually get pretty costly. Those can be $50, $100 a piece. When you do it this way, you don't have to pay any licensing fee, right? You create the image with AI and then it's done. That said, AI isn't perfect. Sometimes you kind of have to mess with it a few times or regenerate to get something going, but let's go ahead and click on create image. Okay, so this one, I don't think that this is really good enough. I think it's too dark. So let's say a bright conference room with a table with 3 people looking at a computer screen. So let's try that one more time. Okay, AI needs to learn how to count. And they're not all looking at a computer screen. But let's say that this one was good enough for you. Frankly, it's not. You have to mess with the AI. I'm not going to spend all of our time doing it. But let's say that you like this one. Well, all you got to do then is just say use image, save. And now we will actually be able to replace the image that we had with the brand new image. Pretty cool. Again, make your AI image better. But pretty neat to be able to do that. And again, you could just, if you don't want the image there for whatever reason, right? We'll just click on the image and we say, no, I want it over here. I want it, bigger, smaller, whatever. You just click and drag. It's super easy to do. So that's pretty cool that they allow you to do that. And then down here, again, so the key to this one is that this theme is it's really just creating one page that usually people will look at and they'll end up going to get your consultation, a free consultation, right? Which is why I liked it. And here we talk about all the different services that we have, and we can adjust all the content to, reflect everything that you offer. And then from there, we can go down, and here we could see empowering businesses, right? I thought this was really cool, kind of how it has the action to it. We'll just click into one of them. So let's just say we want to edit the text. And for this one, this is no, we just want to click to it. So instead of 100 million, let's say that we've done, 50 million in client revenue. And we actually had more than 80% growth. We had 130%. 130%, right? So we can adjust those as needed. You can change all the images if you need be. And then we get into here, the focus industries. I think this is cool. And again, it's another call to action to connect with us. So this particular homepage is really pushing for them to get a free consultation, which is what you want. And then it talks about the approach. Again, adjust this as you need. Client success stories as well, which I added a testimonials page, but you don't really have to because it's here. But if you want to have a separate page for it, you can, right? And then take the first step. Schedule up your consulting. You can see here it says we couldn't find what you're looking for. The reason it can't find what you're looking for is because you have to add the booking page. So you saw it in the template when we started, right? You have to add it yourself, but we'll do that. And then also trusted partners and clients. Keep Rising talks about this, and then also where your contact form will be. Okay. So we're going to go to here, click on Manage Services. So we're going to click on Manage Services. And here you can actually say exactly what it is that you want to offer. Now you'll notice that this goes back into the CMS that we talked about earlier. So we have this, and let's just say that, yeah, you know what, we'll keep these, right? All three of them. Business workshop, executive coaching, and strategy consultation. What you want to do is you want to click on Share Services, right? And we have the service list. We can change it to service calendar, right? They can either choose the list, choose the calendar, or have a whole page to it. So we're going to click on Service Calendar. And we're going to say what service. We'll say for the strategy consultation. If you want to do a staff member, you can add it, but we'll click on continue. Okay, and you can see here, in order to let people link directly on the site, like we had talked about, you would have to go through an upgrade, right? It's just advanced functionality, but it is really, really affordable for what they offer. So if you wanted to go and add that, that's how you would actually do it. You'd have to upgrade the site and make it so people, can, well, it says here, to take online bookings, you want to upgrade to the business premium plan. So you basically want to make it so that if they're going to do it, that's how you'd be able to do it all directly on the site. So that's really how it works. So yeah, so that's how you would actually go about doing that. So I'm not going to upgrade in this particular testimonial, but I'm going to show you the other things. So that's how you'd schedule up the consultation directly there. And then also contact form. This is pretty easy to do. So we're going to click on edit form. Okay. And you can see that this comes up. So there's a contact, it has general. This is just basically the fields that you want, right? So you want the fields that you want to put in here. So you have contact, general, choices, etc. So in terms of adding form fields, so I don't know. I mean, we definitely want the first name, last name, their email, their phone number. Maybe that's just it. And then like I guess long answer so that they can put whatever information that they want. And I would require these fields as well. I would probably require every one of these fields. And what you want to do is keep it pretty short. The more fields that you have in this form, the least likely people are to actually reach out to you. It just adds more resistance to it. So you only get the information that you actually need, right? So you could just say, well, I want their first name, their email, and then, let them give a full answer. If you want to change it to where, here it says long answer, you could change it to what do you need, right? And it'll actually update too. So that's pretty much it. Okay, so we'll click on save. And then what we want to do is preview it. Looks good. And after it's saved, just close it out. And then you want to go into settings here and find the form that you created. We'll just choose this one. Actually, we don't need to create the form. We have this form here, right? And that's it. The form is there. You can click, edit, kind of drag it wherever you want. And you officially have the form on your site, and all the different people who respond there. It'll go directly to your contacts in the back end as well. So yeah, that's it for the homepage. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of customization that you'd want to do here, but that gave you a basic generalization of exactly what you'd want to do. The key with the homepage, have a lot of calls to action and just make sure people understand who you are. But I think that this landing page does a great job of that. The services page is where you lay out the value that you offer. So break down your consulting services into clear categories. So for example, business strategy, financial planning, marketing consultation, or executive coaching. For each service, include a brief explanation of the problem that you solve and how your expertise makes a difference. End each section with an invitation to schedule a consultation as well. Okay, so here we are. We are now at the services page, and here you really want to explain everything that you're offering, right? So what we have here is kind of an interesting approach, right? They have the 3 things that we're offering in this particular case, the 3 things that we're offering, and then a call to action to get those things, which makes sense because if someone's looking for your services, they're already kind of trying to figure out, well, I want to hire this person, but what is it they offer? Once you do it this way, it's going to allow them to go read about it and then immediately click something to get it, right? Which is the nice thing. So you can see here we have executive coaching, business workshop, strategy consultation. If you want to click into these, what you could do to edit it, so we'll click on manage services, right? When we do this, we can go into the CMS, the background of the site, right? And once we get into here, we can actually edit all the information around these if you really want to. So we'll go into here, we'll click into one of them, and then we can edit everything associated with it, pricing, everything that you see. Also the tagline, if you want to adjust that. So that was, well, here, I should probably show you. The tagline is right here, customized plans for success. If you want to add a little bit more, like maybe a sentence or whatever, you got to remember though, this is kind of a tagline. You don't want to put too much information. The reason for that is because if you really are overbearing on too much information, it could be a bad thing. It could kind of slow someone down. So you just want to put something quick. If you do want to make sure you have more information, what you can do, you can click on settings right here. And we can do, I'm trying to think, I think it's display. Under display, we'll click on the read more link. That's what we're looking for. So now what we can do is I'll just preview this. So someone will see this page, and what they can do is they can click on read more of any of these, and it'll actually bring them into another page, which gets even more specific about everything that you need to know, right? And right here it says service is not available, blah, blah, blah. We can change that. But that's what it allows you to do. Generally speaking, it's good to, save some information. I mean, really what you're trying to do, you're trying to get a call with a free consultation anyway. So I'd probably recommend for the most part that you take the read more off of there. But if you're really adamant about it and really want to have, more information, you can. It's definitely possible. Next is testimonials. So nothing builds trust faster than real client success stories. So create a section showcasing your biggest wins, either through written testimonials, case studies, or before and after business results. The more specific and results-driven your examples are, the more they'll resonate with your potential clients. Next, we have the testimonials page. So this is the one that I added that was kind of like just a random page that didn't really make a ton of sense, right? So we're going to click here. We're going to go to page title, right? We're going to change it to testimonials. And whether or not you need this or not, or whether or not you like it or not, this is a good thing to see just because it'll help you understand how you can kind of edit a page. So we'll go into here. We'll say, well, we don't want this part. We just want the testimonials, right? And we'll drag this up because it's just too big. We'll make it about even right there. That's good. And here we kind of have an interesting thing, right? We've got this section title. Well, this isn't really what we want, right? I don't really love this because what we're really trying to do is we're really trying to add a part that's for testimonials, a section for testimonials. So what we'll do with that is we'll scroll down and we'll delete these in a minute, right? We will just delete these whole sections, but we'll scroll down, we'll add a section. And what I want to click on here is click on the designed section. And what we're going to do here is we're going to look for testimonials. There we go. That's what we're actually looking for. This one just didn't have a testimonial page, so we had to actually create something with it. Now, what you could do is you can add one section here and then, add another one under it and a different one under it to make it kind of look different, right? So we'll just say with this one, we'll add this one here, right? And now we've got this with what our clients say, and you can lead with a testimonial like that. And then if you have more testimonials, right, we'll go to here, add a design section, and we will again go into testimonials. And we'll click here. So there we go, right? Now we've got what our clients say. We've got this other testimonial area, and we can adjust the content as needed and have a full testimonial page. But one thing we do need to do, we need to edit. Remember, I said this stuff that we didn't really want, these sections. Really easy to do. Just click into the section, click on delete. It's all gone. Click onto this one, click on delete. It's all gone. And now we have testimonials. Our clients say, frankly, we probably don't even need this up here, if I'm being honest. So let's just get rid of this. There we go. Our clients say, right? Nice little testimonial thing. They can scroll right or left. And then we have this. So we officially have a testimonial page. The About Us page is your chance to connect on a personal level. Share your story. Explain why you started your consulting business, what drives your passion, and the values that set you apart from other consultants. If you have notable achievements, certifications, or awards, make sure to mention them here as well. This helps establish credibility and creates a more personal connection with your audience. Okay, now we have the About Us page. So this is really important. What you really want to do is you want to showcase who you are, your expertise, build credibility, but also tell them a little bit about you. Like if you have a family, sharing information about that, give that personal connection as well, right? I don't know that there's going to be a ton that we're going to edit here, but I'll kind of show you the page itself. So obviously we'd adjust the text. This is terrible, what they have, but we'd adjust the text. And Ron Smith is not a woman in this case, so we would obviously adjust that. But again, with any of this, you can click, drag, anything that you want. To adjust the look of it, whatever, all you want. And this, I like how right here it has a get in touch button, right? So I may say, well, you know what, that button's good, but I want it a lot bigger, right? And we can adjust the text size, etc. But now we would actually have, hey, well, this is Ron, this is all of his information. Here's his LinkedIn, who are any other staff members that you have, etc. If there are any, and then also the get in touch. And again, we would click into here. And we would probably want to adjust the text. And with this one, when we adjust text, it's a little bit different. We can't just click on, well, we can click on the text, but you want to get a little bit different because this is a container. So basically you go to design here. And then what we would do is we'd customize the design and we would say text. And then we would we could just change it to heading 1. There you go. So it's all set up. And now they would click that to get in touch. You could change it, invert all the colors, etc. But yeah, now we have a about page. Again, your own story is key here, so just adjust it to what works for you. And last is the contact page. So make it easy for potential clients to get in touch. Your contact page should feature a simple form where visitors can request a consultation. Include your email address, phone number, and any relevant social media links as well. If you offer initial discovery calls or strategy sessions, highlight that to encourage immediate engagement. So next we want to go to the Let's Talk page. Now this one is a little bit deceiving, the way that this works, but don't get nervous about it. So when we click on Let's Talk, what this is doing is it's actually just a placeholder in the header that leads us directly to the contact page, or to the contact form rather, on the bottom of the site. Honestly, this is great. This way, your contact form is on the bottom of every page, which is definitely, a positive with a consulting site. So I would recommend just leaving this exactly as it is. But, if you have to change the phone number or anything like that, we can obviously just go back into the editor here. And what we can do is essentially scroll down and then actually, we don't even need to scroll down. We can just click anywhere that we need to here and adjust this information as appropriate. But generally speaking, that top part can be a little confusing for you. You don't have an extra page. The Let's Talk just brings you right to the contact page, which is actually best practice. So I wouldn't change a thing about that. Next is the blog or FAQ page, and that can be a game changer for a consulting business. So use it to share industry insights, answer common client questions, and offer free advice to showcase your expertise. This not only positions you as a thought leader, but also keeps your website fresh and boosts your SEO rankings. Okay, and now we're at the blog page. So again, this is really good to showcase your expertise, right? And really prove to people that you know what you're talking about, especially if they haven't heard of you. So this gives you some examples. This is what the blog page will actually look like here, right? It's going to look like this. If you actually want to see a blog post, you go into here and actually click on post, right? So this is what a blog post will look like when somebody actually clicks into one of those to read them, right? Now, if you're thinking, okay, well, where do I go to edit these? Do I just click in? What you do is you click on Manage Posts, It'll bring you back into the back end, which is a CMS. And I mentioned this earlier. You can then go into here, create a new blog post. And what will end up happening is when you click into it, you will basically have an open screen like this, and you can write an entire blog post as needed, add images, etc., and you're good to go. And then finally, after the blog is edited and you're all good to go and you think that you have all your content fixed, then go ahead and click on publish. And that means that yes, you officially have your own website. It's going to give you a URL. Again, if you upgrade to premium, you'll be able to change the domain, etc. But you can then click on view site. And what you can do, you can actually take this website, this URL at the top, you can share it with anybody, and anybody in the entire internet can put that in and they'll actually see your website, which is pretty cool. So congrats, you have made it. If you followed everything in this tutorial, you now have your very own consulting website. And while there will always be tweaks and improvements over time, you've built a solid foundation that you can proudly share with the world. This website gives you the exposure that you need to succeed online. Oh, and remember that big mistake that most consultants make when building their website? Well, spoiler alert, it's not about the website at all, believe it or not. So the biggest mistake that consultants make is not using email marketing effectively. Many assume that, once someone visits the site, they'll reach out immediately, but that's rarely how it happens. Most potential clients take time to research and, decide the best option. Now, email marketing helps you stay top of mind. You can collect emails through your contact form and send automated follow-ups. You can share useful advice, industry news, and special offers for first-time clients. A well-timed email can turn a visitor into a long-term client. Now, to make this easier, I recommend using Brevo, which integrates with Wix and simplifies automated follow-ups. You can go ahead and click right up here or check the link in the description to try it for free. Your consulting website is more than just an online presence. It's a powerful tool for building authority, generating leads, and growing your business. If you found this helpful, please click on the like button. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments, as I'd love to help you create a site that attracts more clients and takes your business to the next level.